Velsia. Well, it's the end of the year and I've not done very much at all in videos. I apologise for that. I did actually have a go at doing some Yam in the Kitchen videos just recently, but for reasons I still haven't been able to fathom, I just cannot get the videos transferred from the source into the Octacan in order to do the processing to make it into a video. Yeah, all the clips. So I haven't been able to sort that one out, so I kind of got fed up and just trashed the lot. So no Yam in the Kitchens for the time being, again, for which I apologise. As you saw in the little introduction video bits, the grey is still standing outside the door. We have had such a wet autumn and such a wet winter so far, and then this morning as I make this video 2 days before New Year, the first snow we've seen around the hutch for quite a long time. We just haven't got any further on with going down the road in the grey. I'll have to make that change in 2024. What have I been busy with? Can you guess? The majority of my time has been very productive in a different sort of way. In the autumn, having made the big decision after a lifelong of long hair, with age and change, it was time for it all to go off. So I now have a shorn head, which means that the beanies are going to become even more important. So I have been doing a bit of a beanie fest. A couple of them have been given away, and I will continue to make beanies for myself to match different outfits. This is all in crochet. I don't knit, I crochet. I can knit, I just don't particularly enjoy it, whereas I love to crochet. I love colour and I love texture. So I've been getting very creative. On the blog, which I will link below, I do have a whole thread of crochet articles which can be viewed for those who are interested. So there's been a couple of blankets, there's been quite a few beanies, there's been wrist warmers, mitts over there. I'll show you those another time. I have just completed my first ever pair of official socks in crochet, and they're fantastic. I love them. I have been learning Tunisian crochet just in the last couple of weeks, and I got so thrilled by that technique, I've invested in a whole heap of the relevant type of needles for that. You can do it on a regular crochet hook, but that's limited in terms of length and size, so I've bought the extra long ones and so on. So I expect to see some blankets coming out of that. My biggest project lately has been to use up quite a bit of the restored yarn that my mother spun for herself, and that's what you see here. There's all the taupey colours in this are my mum's hand spun yarn from quite a few years ago, decades actually. So this is old yarn, but it's worn well, it's been stored well and it's been kept well, and it worked up well. This is my own design, which I've called the Heritage Trellis. And I did do it as a shawl, but I actually fastened this one up the front and made it into a poncho style, and it's worked really well. So of course I worked a beanie to match it. And this is a stitch that would also make a good blanket stitch, I think. So I've been busy. The current one that you've seen me working on here, this is a given pattern from Tinna daughter in Iceland, called the Viking braid shawl. It's a very simple blanket stitch, which I love doing. It's a lovely, easy project for doing of a cold day like this. Very quick to come up. I've only been working on this for a day, and I've practically done. So this is really good. I'll link that pattern below for those who are interested. One or two people have suggested to me that they would quite like me to do crochet on the YouTube. If that's of genuine interest, perhaps people will leave in the comments. And I can do the occasional Yams yarns as well. I have no ambitions of being a great big YouTube star, do not get me wrong. This is about keeping people in touch who do not necessarily want to read a blog, but who are happy to watch me. And Vicky Verka. Those who do both, brilliant. So 2024 looms. It's difficult to see. There were times when one would make all sorts of plans and so on, But I've decided that the best laid plans tend to go awry anyway, and all sorts of things get in the way as one ages. Just simply procrastination, apart from anything else. But you will see me out and about in the van. It's in due course. I think there's a couple of visitors impending over the next few weeks or so. So I won't be wandering very far from the hutch if I wander away at all. Mostly I'm going to be working up more in the crochet. I'm going to try very hard to see if I can get some yam in the kitchen vids going. I may have to just do it here on the Octocam with the lesser camera. Yes, if I can figure that out, I will. But anywho. So no great plans for 2024. Just get on by day to day. And putting out lots of prayers for peace and calm in the world. I've got a feeling that we're in for quite a tumultuous year in many respects on the world stage. And it's hard not to be affected by that at some level or other. But I hope that we can, all of us, find something that's going to bring us some joy, a sense of peace, and the spreading of great capital L love, which is what I like to share with everybody. I want to thank you if you've bothered to watch this video, and just leave you with all the very best wishes as we enter this great year of 2024. Uru.